Feature race on the card was the 405, the ACCBank Champion Hurdle. It was a Grade 1 contest. Max Joy for Jesse Harrington, the 7-4 favourite.
Hardy Eustace sets off in the lead from Strangely Brown, and on the outside is Silent Oscar. They're being tracked by Max Joy as they swing in and begin the run to the first. It's Hardy Eustace in the lead from Strangely Brown on the near side. Close up on the stand side, Silent Oscar. Settled in behind the leading three is Max Joy, and they're being followed by Ictataf, with Archbold towards the outside of Callow Lake, and Sweet Wake is the back marker as they clear the first and race up in front of the stands. Hardy Eustace, Conor O'Dwyer, Strangely Brown, Ruby Walsh, Silent Oscar, Robbie Power, Max Joy and Barry Geraghty towards the inside. A couple of lengths then to Ictataf, who's racing in fifth. They're being followed by Callow Lake, and then comes Archbold last but one with the back marker Sweet Wake, swinging away from the stands and heading towards the second flight. And as they round the turn, Hardy Eustace going along a length in front of Strangely Brown. Max Joy towards the inside of Silent Oscar, tracking the quartet in fifth, Ictataf. Then comes Archbold, Callow Lake and the back marker Sweet Wake. On they go to flight number 3, little change in the order as Hardy Eustace makes it to Silent Oscar on the outside of Strangely Brown. Max Joy is fourth. They're followed by Ictataf. Just behind Ictataf comes Callow Lake, Archbold and Sweet Wake's the back marker, setting their sights now on the fourth flight. Archbold leads Silent Oscar, closely attended by Strangely Brown and Max Joy. Little to choose between them for third and fourth. Ictataf is next in fifth place, and then Archbold, Callow Lake and Sweet Wake as they near the halfway point and race down the back straight. Hardy Eustace by a length to Silent Oscar, a length and a half to Max Joy. Ictataf moving fourth on the inside of Strangely Brown, a length and a half then to Callow Lake, half a length to Archbold and two to Sweet Wake, who's the back marker of the eighth as they head now towards the next flight. And Archbold from Silent Oscar, then Max Joy in third. Ictataf is fourth. Couple of lengths further back then to Strangely Brown and Archbold, followed by Callow Lake and Sweet Wake as they race now to the fourth from the finish. And Silent Oscar racing up to join issue with Hardy Eustace, and the two-step toe-to-toe, three in front. And Max Joy is third. Ictataf is four. Archbold five, and then Callow Lake and Sweet Wake. Strangely Brown has dropped away, and Silent Oscar goes for home now as they head towards the third last, being followed by Hardy Eustace. Max Joy beginning to make ground on the outside, racing now towards the third last. Silent Oscar from Max Joy, who makes ground on the outside of Hardy Eustace. Tracking them in fourth place is Ictataf on the run to two out, and Silent Oscar is just the leader from Max Joy. They're 2.5 in front of Hardy Eustace, and in fourth is Ictataf. Silent Oscar lands in front, half a length up on Max Joy. They've gone 4 clear of Hardy Eustace. Then comes Archbold moving fourth ahead of Ictataf and into the straight for the final flight. And Silent Oscar, who beat Max Joy on the flat at the Curragh last week, now heads to the final flight. Max Joy throwing down the challenge on the near side. Last year's winner is not going to give up his title easily. Silent Oscar, Robbie Power, Max Joy the near side, Barry Geraghty. They're neck and neck. They're 6 clear of Hardy Eustace. They rise the last in the air together. Silent Oscar on the far side, Max Joy on the stand side. They're still neck and neck. Max Joy on the inside, Silent Oscar, who's battling back on the inside. They're going up towards the line. Silent Oscar! Robbie Power, what a month he's had. He punches the air, wins for Harry Rogers. Max Joy's lost his crown, but game of defeat. Hardy Eustace, Callow Lake next.
Silent Oscar just wouldn't go away, and it's trying for 20-1, 7-4 favourite the second, 4-1 the third, and all 8 ran.